if we look at it in terms of relationship and we ask ourselves as a man, why doesn't my woman feel loved? I'm doing so much for her. Typically, it's because the woman has something that's unresolved. And she may see it as insignificant, but yet inside of her, it's not resolved energy. Something hasn't grown up with her adult self because it was limited, it was shunned, it was shamed, or it was, in my case, like a drug rape, a massive, overwhelming trauma that I was unable to understand how to work with. And it took me a lot of time to resolve that part of myself that had been, I would say, sheltered. I sheltered a part of myself in my 20s that didn't get to grow up. So in my 30s, in all of my relationships, I was attracting narcissistic, toxic men. And now, when I look back, they were not narcissistic or toxic. I was triggering their unresolved issues because I refused to grow up that part of myself. And when I left those relationships, I realized, I'm so sorry for blaming you. You were amazing. You were beautiful. You were wonderful. Now I can see that I respect you and I honor you as a man. And you have this little boy part that's also unresolved. That was meeting my little girl part that was unresolved. And these two energies just couldn't function healthy in a adult relationship. And I kept looking to him, as most women do. Oh, I've worked on myself. I've spent 20 years meditating. I've gone through thousands of therapy sessions. I'm a coach. I'm a healer. Look at you. What have you done? It's your problem. Work on it. And it's both of us coming together, sparking an unresolved trauma that's in both of us. And when I now work in my relationship and I see these little parts maybe in my partner, I let him be and I accept him fully. And he does the same with my parts. He'll see something that will be triggered in my unresolved part and will say, "Oh, this isn't mine. Like, why don't you go and sit with that?" And I'll be so angry and I'll start crying and I'll start saying, you don't love me and you don't see me and you don't honor me. And I cry and I meditate and I come back and I'm like, okay, you literally gave me what I needed. You gave me space to process that part that I didn't accept in myself. And I expect you to accept that for me. Oh my goodness. No, that's not your job. He's like, okay. And then he relaxes in his body. He comes and he hugs me and we kiss and then we watch a movie and we cuddle and make love. And it's beautiful. And so I think a lot of times men have their work to do, but it's unfortunately a lot of women have experienced sexual traumas and abuse and been sensitive to being used for sex or being used to their mother not being honored by father. So there's a very deep sense of confusion around, I don't even know what love is because my father wasn't really available in that way. I didn't really see that they loved each other. They were there maybe out of convenience or financial reasons, or, there wasn't a deep feeling of true, like how I see myself, like, oh, I'm in love and I love my partner. And I didn't know what that was. So it's obvious that I'm going to only attract men that are capable of that underdeveloped energy, because I'm also that in that energy, underdeveloped in that one area. And I could be 99% out of 100 developed, but that one piece that is creating that dissonance because I haven't accepted that part of me. So again, I'm not putting it all on women because it's both of us. However, I always say, like you had mentioned, a man shows up with action and he ta-da, he presents a gift, an offering. He's the offerer. He's the one servicing the woman. He's providing. He's, here it is. Here's my offer to you. And she either, no, or, okay. So a woman's job is only to understand, do I want more of this? Or no, I don't. Women are manipulative, where women are apt to say, well, I kind of will take it because it's here and I'm gonna, maybe. But most women don't have that masculine ability to just cut, the discernment of cutting out a man, a lover, a potential person, because, oh man, I want to make love. I haven't had sex. Oh, I haven't had a boyfriend. Well, okay. Well, wow, he's really, we make these excuses and I hear it. I can't tell you how many times I keep hearing it. It's still around, these women that are not in either healthy relationships, good relationships, or any. And attracting, as we said earlier, attracting a quality man that's going to show up as a man and be really in a space of wanting a relationship and loving the woman over and over again, being there to give and to honor and to serve. A man, he's not meant to receive. He's meant to work the relationship. And a woman is meant to say yes or no to it. And he's guided by her direction. He's the one out there, like implementing her vision of, not like that, sweetie, more like this. But if she's not refined in her ability to direct or not confident in herself, because she may think, well, if I am strong, I'll throw him off. And actually, it's the opposite. If you are able to lead with your man, meaning you're able to guide him through your subtleties and direct him energetically through your cues and your like a woman has to know how to do that and only choose a man who's inspired by that energy. And so it's easy for me because I can express and I know me. And so I'm not, as a woman, trying to be like other women. I'm not looking at a relationship, oh God, what can I wear? What can I do? What can I change myself into so that I have something that I want? It doesn't work that way. The relationship will fail and your partner will feel like it's sterile. A man, as you know, as you are, is instinctual. Like, I think of it as a wolf. A man is like, he has these hypersensitivities to smell, to taste, to sounds, and to sight. So he's like very subtle. And so anything a woman does, she could just, her energy could change the dynamic of a relationship very quickly if she's aware of who she is. So I think it really comes down. I mean, I could talk about this forever, so you have to stop me. It's something that I think most people overlook because it's so obvious. Just like Michael Jordan, the basketball player who shares my birthday, um, he spent all day, every day learning how to dribble. And his teammates thought he was stupid and crazy. They called him names. They made fun of him. And then later on, he revealed, well, the reason I'm so good is because I practiced on the foundational skills. And I think, the foundational skills of relationship are knowing how you impact the energy with the relationship just subtly by, the way your facial expression is, by how you drop into your body, or you're uptight and insecure. And an insecure woman cannot attract a man who loves her, because a true, authentic, conscious man is in his integrity deeply honoring himself and desiring to honor woman. He won't choose a woman who's holding back a part of herself. He wants someone who's just with him, because he knows that he can't win. What is he going to do? Try to contort a woman to his liking? That's not right. So men, I feel, are very wise and mindful in knowing what's for them or not, unless they're out of integrity and they're just out to, and it is what it is. But it's up to a woman to know the difference,